Hello and welcome to the Traders in the Know channel. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Leave comments below. As you can see from the thumbnail intro, the ship has left port and Trump's tariffs have truly set sail. So, let's take a look at how the rest of the world responded. The European Commission has proposed 25% retaliatory tariffs on various U.S. goods in response to Trump's steel and aluminum tariffs. Some tariffs will begin May 16th, others on December 1st, targeting products like diamonds, eggs, sausages, soybeans, and poultry. Originally considered, items like bourbon, wine, and dairy were removed to avoid escalating tensions, especially with France and Italy. A proposed 50% tariff on bourbon had sparked Trump's threat of a 200% tariff on EU alcohol. The EU also tightened steel import safeguards on April 1st and is considering aluminium quotas. Member states will vote on the proposal April 9th. The expected economic impact is smaller than the previously discussed 26 billion euros. So, how is Trump's trade war coming along according to news outlets such as CNN, ABC,
U.S.
BBC,
President Donald Trump's
Bloomberg, etc.?
market mayhem
It seems
appears
not
to
well.
just be getting started. Trading in European markets now underway, and these right here are the numbers. They speak for themselves. They are following Asia's lead with serious losses. Asian markets have also been plunging. Just look at these numbers here as well. Major hits across the board. Hong Kong's Hang Seng hit the hardest of all. U.S. stock futures, they are not faring, or at least they're not faring any better. The Dow, NASDAQ, and also the S&P 500 futures, they are all down ahead of the new trading week. Despite the turmoil, Mr. Trump defended his tariffs to reporters aboard Air Force One on Sunday.
Or do you think this an overreaction? Have your say in the comments section. Financial markets have crashed the world over, wiping $5 trillion off the stock market price. And that will buy a lot of Tesla cars.
I hope it is agreed that both Europe and the United States should move, ideally, in my view, to a zero tariff situation, effectively creating a free trade zone between Europe and North America, and also more freedom of people to move between Europe and North America, if they wish. If they wish to work in Europe or wish to work in America, they should be allowed to do so, in my view.
Speaking of which,
that has certainly been
Elon
my
seems a little
advice
concerned.
to the president.
What do you think he's having second thoughts? But Trump has refused to pause on tariffs. So, as the rest of the world prepares to retaliate, how might Trump respond to this? Here's 5 broad countermeasures that could be applied by Trump to impose additional tariffs on EU goods and other world regions. 1. The U.S. could escalate the trade conflict by placing new or higher tariffs on EU exports, targeting high-value sectors like automotive, luxury goods, or agriculture. 2. File a complaint with the World Trade Organization, WTO. The U.S. might challenge the EU's tariffs through the WTO dispute settlement mechanism, arguing that the countermeasures violate international trade rules. And just for the record, Canada, Premier Carney has done this to the U.S. 3. Negotiate bilateral trade concessions. The U.S. could seek negotiations with individual EU countries or the bloc as a whole to offer tariff relief in exchange for other trade benefits or regulatory concessions. For increased subsidies for affected U.S. industries. To offset the impact of EU tariffs, the U.S. government could provide financial support to domestic producers in agriculture, steel, or other targeted sectors. 5. Restrict access to U.S. markets or government contracts. The U.S. could limit EU firms' ability to compete for federal contracts or impose regulatory barriers to entry for certain EU products, effectively pressuring for a policy reversal. But with all that being said, there is no guarantee that China won't still go ahead with its count of 34% tariff on U.S. imports. So, investors the world over are trying to reprice risk in an age of uncertainty inflamed by dueling U.S. and Chinese visions for the future. The big takeaway from all the financial turmoil is that Trump's tariffs will collide with China and the rest of the world to shock the $115 trillion global economy. And lastly, is the Supreme Leader happy? No. not Trump. I'm in Elon Musk. It seems Musk is having second thoughts, especially when it comes to his money. Nothing makes a billionaire pay attention quicker than losing money. So, Elon, if you're listening, Trump can't hear you, and neither can he hear the rest of the world. And there you have it. I hope this video was helpful. Give a thumbs up and hit the notification bell for future videos. Don't forget to leave your comments below. And remember our motto, whether in business or finance, protect yourself at all times.